Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Let's talk about virtual reality VR. That's right, we're going to talk about obscure subjects nobody cares about. Hopefully, this will entertain you. I don't know what the heck is going on. I haven't watched the news. I just finished doing a paper about marginal output yesterday. I am dead tired and I'm headed to work. I'm speaking to you. I'm recording this about 5:05 in the morning, just back on the grind. But what was I thinking about yesterday? I was thinking about virtual reality and what it is now. You know, when people talked about things like virtual reality back in the 80s, it was like this is going to be the next thing, right? Like if you're a gamer, this is what you're going to be playing. Even in the 90s, when you started getting the first headsets out there, it was all about this. You know, this is going to be like the holodeck in Star Trek. It's going to be awesome. You're going to play all your games this way. And the truth of the matter is, nope, it's just a controller and a TV. You know, the formula has stayed the same for gamers, and they've been trying to market these units now for a few years to very little success overall, right? You know, with a number of gamers around the world. And the expense that it takes to do this, it's not selling like gangbusters here exactly. Even Sony is struggling with them. You have the Oculus there, maybe the most obtainable one for most people. It's still, nothing to write home about. Is nobody's going out there to play the game, whatever the hell the game might be, right? And I think it's not being marketed to the right people. I think there's an audience for that. A true gamer is not going to want to put something on their head, something cumbersome on their head, where their movement is restricted. They can only be, in a little room. They can't, grab a Coke, a drink, whatever, while they're playing. It's not a relaxing exercise to have a VR set on. But the market that they're missing here, I believe, and what could be a huge market, is the elderly, right? People that have lost their lack of movement for, due to age. There's great moments in life that you have, and how great would it be if you could relive those? With the help of AI, you can reconstruct some of your favorite memories. Imagine that, like me, you're a Gen Xer, right? And let's say in 10, 15 years, you're going to be retiring. Well, you can't go to the mall anymore, that mall that you loved going to as a teenager, or the stories that you could tell, are just stories. But what if you could visualize them? What if AI could help recreate the mall that you used to visit with your friends back in the day? Imagine that. That would be pretty cool, right? You're watching it on your VR, and if you had company over, your grandkids over, as you're telling the story, they can watch it on the screen. It doesn't have to be necessarily an experience just for a single person, but it could be. Imagine your photo albums, right? You're looking at old pictures, old scenes. You can use AI to recreate a 3D 3D image, of this, and you can relive those memories again. Right? There's so many possibilities. You can look at pictures of your kids when they were little, and as a parent, it's a trip, because my kids are parents, right? My kids have kids, and to me, they're still my kids, right? When I think of my kids, I think of them like when they were 6 years old or something. I don't know. And they're grown-ups, right? But the sentiment that you talk to them with, especially when you don't see them for a long time, is always that. They're always your kids, right? And now, my grandkids, and when I tell them stories about what it used to be like back in the day, how cool would it be for them to visualize that and to see what I saw back then? And even for your own peace of mind, man. I mean, just going back and reliving your memories. What about if you're enjoy fishing, for example? If for whatever reason now this person's in a retirement home and is no longer able to go to the ocean, how cool would it be to just be in your VR, and reliving your old fishing stories with your buddies? What about people that are gone, people that you have pictures of? Now, you already can do this. You can already have old pictures move, right, with certain artificial intelligent apps. But what if you can make them move completely? What if you can recreate those pictures in a 3D space? The Japanese are already doing this, where parents, I saw this very touching scene with a mom talking to a daughter that she had lost, right? And they were able to recreate a scene with her daughter, and they made the daughter talk, and she appeared in front of her. That was really moving. And, those are just the entertainment side of the applications it could be for the VR set. We haven't even talked about the applications for people that have disorders such as Alzheimer's, people with memory issues, right? People that forget things. You can put very important things on there and, relive them. And I'm sure that therapies could be developed via the virtual reality set. So I think there's a whole market here, especially with older folks, that should start being probed here. Between these entertainment companies like Sony, Oculus, what have you, Sony and Oculus, with doctors, with therapists, with other entertainment companies, to make this a reality. People like sharing things on Facebook. What if you took your whole Facebook library that you've had for years, and you turned them all into 3D experiences that you can relive with your virtual machine? Or if, like I said, if you're an older folk and people are sharing pictures of different things, different events, then they can live them with you even if they're limited in their movements. That's the future that I see for virtual reality, guys. I think this is an untapped market that is out there to be conquered, really. And if they just put their mind to it, and they gave me, I don't know, you can give me 1% if you use my idea. But I think that is coming, in one sort or another, with what the Japanese are doing, with the different scenes that they're setting and how advanced they're able to get with these 3D models, man. The future is really bright. Not that I wouldn't mind playing in, an RPG that's more realistic, but in general, for gamers, I don't think that's the way to go. I think the applications of VR sets are going to be more therapeutic, and I think they're really going to hit in the elderly community. All right, humans, those were my thoughts for the morning. That's right. It's not a controversial, it's not a trending topic, but it's something that I wanted to talk about because I think that, that's something that's coming up probably in the next 20 years, and we are going to see it. All right, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.